Vroom, vroom. You know what this calls for?
We sure do, Larry.
You know what this calls for?
We sure do, Larry.
He's Larry the lawnmower, girls and boys. Rev your engine and make some noise. He's working hard, he's super fast. He's Larry the lawnmower. 1, 2, 3, supercharge me! This is the story of Larry and the Super Duper Supercharger. One morning, one very special morning in Greenwood Gardens, Tangles the hose, Rosie the rake, Flash the spade, and Wheelie the wheelbarrow were outside the shed, waiting for Larry the lawnmower to arrive. Because this was the day that Larry was getting a new Super Duper Supercharger. I wonder how much longer Larry will be. I wonder if he'll look different. While she was waiting, Rosie was a little bit worried about Larry. I hope Larry will be all right. I hope he'll be out soon. I'm sure we have lots of work to do. And then they waited a bit longer. Suddenly, the shed doors opened and out came Larry. Morning, everyone. Good morning, Larry. How do you feel? I feel great with my new Super Duper Supercharger. How do I look? You look just the same, said Tangles, who was a little puzzled. Are you sure you have a new Super Duper Supercharger? Asked Flash, who was a little confused. I sure do. I'm going to be faster than ever, said Larry, as he raced off to the grand lawn. He was very fast. He zoomed past the pond with 5 ducks, the flower garden with brightly coloured flowers, and the bush with big green leaves. Larry and his friends arrived at the grand lawn, ready to start work. Rosie busied herself raking up the fallen leaves so that Larry could mow the grass. And Flash loaded all the leaves into Wheelie so Larry could mow the lawn. He was so excited.
It's a big sound. You can hear it when Larry's around. Vroom, vroom. Watch him go. Mowing the lawn, he's never too slow. Vroom, vroom. He likes to play with lots of great friends every day. Vroom, vroom. He loves to see just how clever he can be. Vroom, vroom. 1, 2, 3. Are you as happy as Larry?
After Larry had been mowing for a while, he stopped and looked at the grand lawn. Gee, there's still a lot of grass left to mow, and old Mr. Brown has some work for us in the flower beds. Rosie and Tangles were a bit worried too. How will we get all our work done in time? Larry knew just what to do. You know what this calls for? We sure do, Larry, replied the others with excitement. It's time to 1, 2, 3, Super Duper Supercharge me! Cheered Larry, and his new Super Duper Supercharger roared to life. Woohoo! Yippee! Larry and his friends had seen him supercharged lots of times before, but they had never seen him Super Duper Supercharged before, and they weren't sure they liked what they saw. Are you all right, Larry? Aren't you going too fast? But Larry's new Super Duper Supercharger was so loud he couldn't hear Tangles. It roared and clanked and rattled like nothing they had ever heard before. Larry was so fast with his new Super Duper Supercharger that he finished mowing almost before he'd even started. Larry was more puffed than he'd ever been before. Oh boy! My new Super Duper Supercharger makes me really, really, really fast. Then Flash noticed something. Ah, Larry, you've got smoke coming out of your engine. Oh, it must be from the new parts settling in. If you say so, Larry. But she was still a bit worried about the smoke. Wheelie, Rosie and Tangles were worried too. Right, we've still got lots to do. It's off to the flower beds we go. They knew they didn't have very much time, so they all set to work as quickly as they could. Especially Larry with his new Super Duper supercharger.
We love the mowing,
We love the digging,
We love the hosing.
weeding, tipping.
we love the wheeling,
We love the raking,
We love the splashing.
edging, cleaning.
and what we really love, what we really, really love is working in the garden.
Yeah!
They were all working very hard, but it was getting late and time was running out. Larry still had lots of mowing to do around the flower beds. How was he going to get it done in time? You know what this calls for! But the others didn't think it was such a good idea. Do you really think you should? Larry, there was a lot of smoke last time. But Larry was so keen to go that he didn't hear them. It's time to 1, 2, 3, Super Duper Supercharge me! With a big rattly roar from Larry's Super Duper Supercharger, he raced away. But Larry's Super Duper Supercharger made him so fast that before he knew it, he was racing straight towards the flowers. Oh no! With all his might, Larry managed to steer away from the flowers. But now he was zooming straight towards Tangles. Ah! Oh dear! Larry managed to steer himself away from crashing into Tangles. Tangles was very relieved. But now Larry was zooming straight towards Wheelie. Look out, Larry! Look out, Larry! Oh dear! Larry had no more strength left to control his speed. And he crashed right into Wheelie. Leaves and sticks went flying everywhere. Oh dear! Are you all right, Wheelie?
I think so,
said Wheelie, as Rosie and Flash came over to help. Larry looked at all the leaves scattered around. Look at the mess I made. Yes, but at least you mowed the grass faster than ever before. Yes, I was very fast, but I hurt my friend Wheelie and made a big mess. My Super Duper Supercharger is way too powerful. I think I'll go back to using my normal supercharger. They all thought this was a great idea. That night, as they all settled in for a good night's sleep, they thought about the trouble Larry's Super Duper Supercharger had caused. I'm glad you don't need your Super Duper Supercharger anymore. Yes, Larry, you were very fast with just your supercharger.
and you didn't crash into me either.
That's right, Wheelie. I think my supercharger is fast enough for me. And they all fell fast asleep.
Vroom, vroom. Larry the lawnmower would like to say to all his friends who come out to play, it's time to go, and this we know, we'll see you another day. 1, 2, 3, supercharge me!